What is going on, guys? One of the things that I see argued about all the time, especially in my 5.4 videos, is the towing capacity of F-150s. So in this video, I'm actually going to run through each generation and call out exactly what the towing capacity as well as the payload was. Now keep in mind there are a lot of different options, different ways these trucks could be set up. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go through and show basically what the top end payload, top end towing capacity was for that generation of truck. Now, that doesn't mean yours will tow that much. I'll also throw a link down below of a good website I found that lists out with your engine, is it 4x4, is it 4x2, do you have the extra towing capacity, how to know exactly what your truck does. But this is just a cool overview of all the generations and what their towing capacity is. Let's get into it. We're going to start all the way back at the very beginning of the F-150, so 1975 through 1979. With the big V8 and a heavy-duty towing package, these trucks could tow up to 6,000 pounds, and they had a payload of 2,415 pounds. Next, we had the 1980 through 1986. Now, on these trucks, you had to have the towing/camper package to get the full towing capacity, which at the time was 7,500, and the payload was 2,470. Next up, we have the 1987 through 1991 F-150. Now, this one is up a whopping 2,100 pounds from that original F-150. So this one's coming in at 8,100 on the towing capacity and 2,540 on the payload. Now, one thing that most people don't realize is that your max towing is always going to be a 4x2. So two-wheel drive truck versus a four-wheel drive truck. One of the main reasons for that is all the extra components that add weight to that vehicle when you turn it into a four-wheel drive. So while I was doing the research for this video, I found this very interesting. The next generation was 92 through 1996. The towing capacity actually went down from the previous generation. So these were back to 7,500 towing capacity and a 2,200 payload. And that's even with a 5.8 V8 engine with the towing package. Next one on our list is actually my personal truck. Falls in this generation, so 1997 through 2003 F-150. Now these actually had an 8,800 pound towing capacity if you had the 5.4 with the payload A or B package. They're also going to have a 3,150 pound payload. Next is the 2004 through 2008 F-150. Now, this one is equipped with the 5.43 valve. You know, if you've watched any of my videos, that those engines had so much trouble. But they actually were rated at an 11,000 pound towing capacity when they were set up right, and a 3,080 payload. 2009 through 2010 is kind of going to fall in this same category. So they still use the same engine, but the 2009 and 2010, the towing capacity actually was increased by 300 pounds. So we had an 11,300 pound towing capacity for the 2009-2010 F-150. This was another interesting thing. From 2011 to 2014, the towing capacity actually stayed the same. We were still at that 11,300 with a payload of 3,120. So the payload went up slightly, but the towing capacity actually stayed the same. And this is when they made the change over to the EcoBoost engine and the Coyote engine. But in these years, the 6.2 liter V8 was actually the one that had the highest towing capacity. Now we're moving on to the 2015 through the 2020 F-150. This one had a towing capacity of 13,200 and a payload of 3,270. Now actually with this truck, the 3.5 EcoBoost was the one that had the max trailer towing package, and if you wanted the max payload package, it actually came equipped with a 5-liter. So that's kind of interesting that the EcoBoost has the towing capacity while the 5-liter has the payload capacity. I'm not sure why they set it up that way. And to round out the list is 2021 through current. So currently it's 2023, almost 2024. The F-150's towing capacity is 14,000 pounds with a payload capacity of 3,315. That is just crazy compared to that original truck that would tow 6,000 pounds. You know, we're well over double what the original F-150 could do with its towing capacity. So I want to jump on here and show you this. I've actually found this website. It's called Let's Tow That, and they have a full listing of the F-150 towing capacity. This one only covers 96 through 2019, but it's still a really good resource if you want to know exactly what your vehicle will do. If we scroll down here, we've got it broken out by years, and they actually have the Ford callouts on the towing capacity. You know, what rear end gears do you have? Is it a regular cab, super crew, 4x4, 4x2, all the different engines. They have this all the way back to 96. So if you want to get specific on exactly what your truck can do, I recommend you click on that link down in the description, go to this website, and check it out. If you found this video helpful, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Let me know what you guys think. Did I miss anything in this video? If so, throw it down in the comments, and I'll see you guys next time.